Hey, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the RPJ YouTube channel, and welcome to the third episode of the Smackdown vs. Raw series. This is episode number 2 of Raw is War, and I put a little bit more effort to make the storylines a little bit more interesting for this episode. I'm here with Elite TV. What do you have to say, Elite?
I'm excited to see Raw.
Word.
Ew.
Let's
Why did I say that?
Let's just get straight into it as we head into the pre-show. And the pre-show about that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling. Terrible wrestling, wow. Trish Stratus defeated Crash Holly, K-Quick, and X-Pac in 8:06 when Trish Stratus pinned Crash Holly. Trish with a 41, Crash with a 43, K-Quick with a 38, and X-Pac with a 49. Let's look at the dirt sheet. So nothing too much to look at there. Alright, let's head into the main show. You ready for this?
Yes, sir.
Let's get into the second episode of Monday Night Raw. Let's do this. Remember that? We used to do that all the time on our old YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Alright, so we kick off the show with the video recapping the main event last week. Triple H defeating Chris Benoit to advance in the World Championship Tournament. And then we have the announcers welcoming everybody to Raw, the second episode of Raw post the brand split. And then we kick off the show with an extremely short match. Raven defeated Canyon in 4:38 by submission. Raven makes defense number 1 of the WWF Hardcore Championship. This match was a hardcore match, by the way. What do you think about this match, Elite?
Really a decent match.
Yeah. Alright, and then we have Raven. So Raven was celebrating when Big Boss Man hits him with the nightstick and his finisher and pins him to win the Hardcore Championship, then runs to the back with the championship. The Big Boss Man is the new WWF Hardcore Champion. What do you think about that?
That's crazy. He just came up and hit him right before he was going to the back.
Yep. There's 24-hour rules for the Hardcore Championship, meaning that you can. It's basically the 24/7 title if you're a newer fan. So yeah, the championship can be changed hands at any times. So the champion, whoever the champion is, has to have eyes in the back of their head. So Big Boss Man is the new Hardcore Champion. Alright, then we have a Chris Jericho interview. Chris Jericho interview on his tournament match tonight with DDP says he's going to take down DDP like the WWF did WCW. Throwing shots fired at DDP there by Chris Jericho. Good stuff there. So Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are in Vince's office, and Vince tells Triple H that tonight he's going to face off against a new signing to the Raw brand. Who's it going to be? We shall find out who Triple H's opponent here tonight is going to be. It's going to be a new signing to the Raw brand. Let's find out who that's going to be later on tonight. DDP is shown arriving to the arena in a limousine. So DDP has arrived to the show. And then we have in a terrible match, Brock Lesnar defeated Farouk in 7:04 by submission. During the match, we also had Buff Bagwell distract Farouk. Brock Lesnar with a 31, Farouk with a 53. It's a good match there. Well, decent stuff, but it's pretty good for Brock Lesnar's first singles match on the main roster. So Big Boss Man's having an interview on winning the Hardcore Championship when Lita from behind hits him with a low blow and rolls him up to win the Hardcore Championship. So Lita is the
hardcore champion.
Lita is not eligible due to gender restrictions. Alright, I gotta change that.
She's the hardcore champion. You can fix it.
Yeah, I can fix that. It's a game, y'all. I didn't realize that there was gender restrictions there. So Chris Benoit, he's getting ready in his locker room for his match later on tonight, and Edge goes up to him and gets in his head and says, "You were this close to fighting for the World Championship, but not close enough, because you lost against Triple H." So Edge playing mind games with Chris Benoit here ahead of his match later on tonight. And then we have the returning Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan has arrived on Monday Night Raw. The returning Hulk Hogan comes out to a big pop and makes his way to the ring and announces that he is signed to the Raw brand and cuts a promo saying how he's disappointed that WCW is gone, but he's happy to be back home. And that he's got his eye on the World Heavyweight Championship. So Hulk Hogan has arrived on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. So good stuff there.
I'm a real American.
And it's the red and yellow Hogan, not NWO Hogan. Trish Stratus is walking backstage when Matt Hardy goes up to her and says that women don't belong fighting with men, and Trish Stratus says do not underestimate her and she could beat him in a match. So it looks like we're gonna have a match coming up probably next week with Trish Stratus and Matt Hardy. So good stuff
Well,
there.
Matt Hardy, crazy.
And this storyline is called Sexism. Alright, yeah, let's turn Matt Hardy heel here. Oh, his version 1 gimmick got a great word. So that means he's a heel too also, I guess.
Yeah.
So good stuff there. Matt Hardy looked like big stuff for coming from Matt Hardy. We have DDP interview on his World Heavyweight Championship tournament match here tonight with Chris Jericho. He says that he heard what Jericho said earlier, and he says that Jericho is going to be the one that's taken down and not him. So good stuff there. Good little interview there. And then we have, in a decent match, Chris Benoit defeated Chris Chavo Guerrero in 8:22 by submission. During the match, we also had Edge distract Benoit.
Pretty good match.
That was a pretty good match. Edge grabs the mic after the match and says that he guarantees that Benoit couldn't make him tap out and challenges him to a match next week. Benoit grabs the mic and accepts. So we have a match next week with Edge going one-on-one with Chris Benoit. That should be a good match. Coming up next week. And as you guys can see, we're not getting too many good ratings here, but this is only the second week. This should go up over time, so I'm not too worried about that. I just want to give you guys some interesting content, and I want to build up the wrestlers over time. It should take time, so this is a process in this game, which is why we're uploading 4 videos a week, so we can go through as much as possible in a short amount of time to give you guys as much content as possible as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the series. Hope you guys are enjoying this video so far as well. Make sure to leave a comment on your thoughts and what you think we should do and stuff like that. Whatever you want. Whatever you want to comment. And then we have Triple H and Stephanie McMahon are hanging out backstage, and Triple H asks Stephanie who he thinks his opponent is, and Stephanie says it could be anybody. So who is Triple H's opponent here tonight? They don't know. It's a mystery opponent. It's a new signing to the Raw brand. Who could it possibly be? By the way, yeah, guys, me and Raw and SmackDown both made 4 signings each this month. And then we're gonna start doing only 2 signings a month next month. So for the first month we did 4 signings each. We went back and forth signing people, and Hulk Hogan was one of them, and the mystery opponent for Triple H is gonna be the other one. Lita is walking backstage. X-Pac tries to roll her up. Lita reverses and hits him with a twist of fate and runs away. So X-Pac tried to have a sneak victory here, but it did not work. Good stuff there. Chris Jericho is shown walking backstage ahead of his match against DDP in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament. Who do you think is gonna advance here, Elite?
It's who was it? It was Chris Jericho and
DDP.
DDP. I think it'll be Chris Jericho.
Alright, let's see who advances in the tournament. Who's gonna fight Triple H for the World Heavyweight Championship at Judgment Day? Good match here, really good match. And about to have great heat and decent wrestling. Chris Jericho defeated Diamond Dallas Page in 14:45 by submission. Jericho with the 74 and DDP with the 63. Good stuff here, really good stuff. I'm happy with this match.
At least nobody got extreme bedhead in your main event.
Yeah, this isn't my main event though.
Oh, it's not?
No, this is the co-main event.
Gotcha.
So Haku is drinking a beer. My bad, y'all. Haku is drinking a beer backstage when Canyon goes up to him and starts teasing him because he just lost his match, so he's in a bad mood, and he starts teasing Haku after losing his Hardcore Championship match earlier on tonight. And Haku says to back off, and Canyon doesn't back off, and Haku bashes the bottle of beer over his head and knocks him out. So Haku just knocks out Canyon here. Good stuff. So Hogan is greeted by producers and agents. Welcome backstage. When he gets a call saying, "I'm coming too, brother." So somebody calls Hogan and says that. And who is it? We will find out soon. It's not like it's on the screen right now or anything. Alright, let's head into the next segment. So the graphic hypes up the main event here tonight. Triple H versus the mystery opponent. Who is going to be the mystery opponent, Elite? Let's find out who Triple H is going to fight here tonight in the main event.
Drum roll. Do.
Triple H makes his way to the ring and says he doesn't care who his opponent is and to come out already. And it's ECW's RVD. So RVD is Triple H's mystery opponent here tonight. RVD's gimmick got a pour, which sucks.
Woo.
That was his generic gimmick, and it didn't do good.
Not enough Stephanie McMahon boobs.
Alright, let's see how the main event for the second Raw does. 72, good stuff. And about to have great heat and good wrestling. RVD defeated Triple H in 2015 by pinfall after distraction from Chris Jericho. Triple H with an 81 and RVD with a 70. The four-man tournament storyline has advanced. Triple H and Stephanie McMahon have great chemistry. Good stuff. So RVD defeated Triple H, the man who's fighting for the World Championship at Judgment Day. So that's a big debut here for RVD. Good stuff. He wins the main event of the second Raw. That was some good stuff, I think. What do you think about that, Elite?
Yeah, it was a pretty good match, and a good way for Rob Van Dam to come into Raw, getting a win over somebody that's going to be fighting for the title in the tournament.
Let's head into the show closer. RVD is celebrating when Vince McMahon comes out and
No shit.
announces that at Judgment Day, the World Heavyweight Championship match is now a triple threat match. Sorry, I had to pause the video, guys, there because my sister just got home. So RVD is celebrating, yeah. So now the main event at Judgment Day is now a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. It is going to be RVD, the man who just defeated one of the men in the tournament, Triple H. So the finals are now Triple H versus Chris Jericho, but RVD is now added to that match for the World Heavyweight Championship tournament
Wow.
because he defeated one of the men who are fighting for the World Championship. So good stuff there. Elite, what do you think this
First
show is
day
going
on
to
the
get?
job.
First day
First
in
day
the
in the job,
job.
and he's coming and fighting for the world title.
Facts, bro.
Anyway, I think it's gonna get a 67, 68.
I think it's going to get a 65. Let's see what it gets here, guys. The second episode of Raw last week got a 68. SmackDown got a what?
65, 66?
I think it was a 65.
Might have been 64 even.
Yeah,
Because it didn't advance any storylines. Well, not entirely true. It didn't advance enough storylines. That's what it said.
Yeah. All right.
We
Let's
have the
see.
hottest storyline in the company right now, though.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what the show gets. Let's see this.
Okay.
A 66. The show lost its popularity in 25 regions, and the show increased popularity in one region. The general feeling is that WWF don't have enough interesting storylines going on. Alright, if you guys can hear the background noise of my microwave, that's my sister doing something over there. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe and comment your thoughts in the video. Ali, any final thoughts?
That was a good episode of Raw. You.
Make sure to tune in to Smackdown in the next episode, y'all. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed, and we are signing off. Peace.